Let's try that again. I'm Chris Getting, and this is Brittany Getting here for HotHardware. We've been muted for the last few minutes, so that's fun. But we are playing Doom Eternal today, kicking back and relaxing and smashing some demons in there.
Yeah. We'll see how our frame rate holds up. We're having some issues with the streaming.
Yeah, something on our network side
is not dropping. Doing well. So we'll see how long we go.
Attempting to acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Oh, the Hell Priest signal. Of course.
Nearly 60%
so, as we were saying while we were muted, if you do have children with you, this is probably not a child-friendly game.
Not a child-appropriate game, no.
So we suggest, turning your attention elsewhere, but if you like bloody, gory, violent things, I think you're in the right place.
You're good. Yeah. And then also, too, we were saying, helpful tips, welcome. Backseat gaming, not so much, but like I said, we'll see how far we can get because our frame rate isn't fantastic, but
I'll give this a moment, see if I need to.
We may need to adjust some settings. As we mentioned, not necessarily appropriate for children, and we get the chainsaw, which is definitely not appropriate for children. Or for...
Little tutorial here.
Of course.
Little ultraviolet never hurt.
Oh, little. Perhaps this shall be a cathartic experience for us all today. Okay. Cool. All right. Now, we did play a little bit.
Let me check.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check our settings.
See if I can clear up anything because it doesn't look like it's getting any better. I
was gonna say we did play this a little bit earlier, and my first mod that I put on was the sticky bomb, and that is just way too much fun. So that'll be my mod of choice first, once we can figure out a little bit of what's going on with our settings.
Yeah, for some reason it looks like OBS is like tripling my bitrate at times, which
is odd.
I don't want it doing that. This might re-jump the stream. Hang on.
All right, let's see. We're trying.
Brought down the bitrate a little. Let's see if that
works. But sticky bomb for sure. All right, and of course we just gotta rip it off because
noticing compared to Doom 2016, the aesthetic here is a lot more of the classic feel.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Definitely a nice throwback for the longtime fans. Of course, it's not quite the pseudo 3D it started with, but.
All right. First tab. Hell barges. Atop mighty thralls, the Hell Priests oversaw the invasion of the mortal world. The thrall, slave titan of the underworld, carried the priest temples into the wake of battle, providing the priests with a vigil of Hell's advance from a strategically impervious emplacement. Oh wow, this is quite. Does it go down? Does it go down?
Down arrow?
A down arrow?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Maybe click the little arrow there.
I'm trying. It doesn't want to. Okay.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Okay. The scene.
Oh, hi.
My soul remains guarded. You can't.
Is it guarded though? Is it?
Our survey says no.
What I do like is this is a little bit like the first, not first, but Doom 2016, the very first scene in Doom 2016. You literally take your hand and crush something. So I think it's supposed to have that same.
And drop it into the action.
And drop it in.
The first Hell Priest has been terminated. The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%.
Oh, good.
There are two.
Okay, so we're gonna add this.
The full auto
Full
shotgun.
auto. Yeah. Okay. Press swap. Yep, we know. Thank you. Abduct a marker. Yep. Okay. Do alt. Gratuitous. And then let's just.
Because you need explosive barrels.
Right. Will this let me go over here?
Nope.
Nope.
Not a
Nope.
secret.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. That was a hard boundary.
It looked like a path.
It did, didn't it? It looked like a path. I wanted it to be a path. It wasn't a path.
A path to that, I guess.
Anything's a path if you make it. Okay. Now. There's one way down.
So we've got zombie humans versus demons.
Yeah.
Versus you.
Versus me.
Yeah, just admiring the lighting effects in this are very nice, even though it's not even ray traced.
Okay. Now this guy.
That little turret on top of his head.
Yeah, he's got a little turret on his head. He's not my favorite.
Just happy to see you.
He's right. So scary. Oh. I'm sorry. Alright.
Dave in chat trying to help me troubleshoot here. See if we can get him flashing again and do the glory kill thing.
Yeah, he's not a...
Is there still a guy you're right? No,
Yeah, there's a lot.
So he's flashing. What was the...
He's dead now.
Sticky grenade is very effective.
It is. Alright.
Dave was impressed by your killing prowess.
Thanks. I do lie to say if it was my first attempt though. Alright, let's gather. Let's do some resources. Okay, so at this point we're about to get to the point where I stopped testing it out earlier. Alright.
A lot of terrain to jump through.
There's a lot of terrain, yeah, and it doesn't let me climb. No,
Ooh,
okay.
yeah. Invisible
There's
walls
some
aren't
hard,
so fun.
yeah, there's some hard invisible walls in this game, which is interesting. Do I have the guy?
I think they could put some like more twisted beams or something to like visually indicate
Yeah.
you shall not pass.
You shall not pass. Okay, press Q or mouse to swap your previous weapon. Hold Q or mouse to activate the weapon wheel and choose from your weapons. Okay. Heavy cannon. Alright.
Ooh, hi map.
Yeah.
I like the three-dimensional.
What do you do?
Oh, is that the map? So,
Let's test it out. Let's see.
auto map stations will reveal all undiscovered areas of
Oh,
the
we
map.
know how much I love a secret. Okay. Well, I know how much
Explore
you
locations. You can check back regularly to see what you have uncovered.
covered. Cool.
Oh, so that is that the greens part then. So, been pretty thorough so far.
We've been pretty thorough. Okay, I don't hate that I haven't seen that. That's okay. Cool.
It's enough that you would have seen that spot even if you didn't physically
Even if you
walk there.
didn't.
It looks like you topped off
On
one
top,
ammo.
you know what? I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay, so this is our checkpoint.
Hi, zombie friends.
Oh, I can just go. Cool.
Stop.
Oh, there looks like a... Oh, I thought that was a scary one. Do that in the films.
So is that still a shotgun when it's full auto, or is it shooting bullets?
I'm sorry?
Is that still a shotgun that's full auto, or is it changing over to bullets?
I think I'd have to double check. I
Sounds
wasn't
like
paying all that
Maybe
much
to get a
attention,
little more
honestly.
range out of it, probably.
Oh, why was there someone being prisoner? Alright. I think I want to...
It's a party. I don't think you're invited.
No.
Oh, hi,
let's
furry
go.
guy.
Yeah. I figured. He's a little bit harder because you have to get the turret first. I realized.
And
How's our connection doing?
it's trying to hold on. Maddie says kick his ass.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say let me know when you want to play Christopher, but
I know you're not.
The fruits of our labor.
not crucified. That's good. I thought they were crucified. Which wouldn't surprise me in this game.
Look around you. Witness the beauty of the world that we
The sticky grenade, but not like a full grenade. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to play through this part a couple times. That's fine. Perfect. Now I'm gonna run back to the ammo. Come here.
May as well.
Oh wait, no.
Is that? Oh, that's shotgun.
No, that's shotgun. Okay.
Maybe I'll slide in on the next step.
Yeah.
Means I should probably learn. So C is the chainsaw.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
Are you getting tired of me dying? I was only the third
As
death.
long as I don't unplug the
It
keyboard.
was only a third death.
I want to get.
You want to
on
play?
killing
You want to play?
stuff. That's all this is
you're
about.
dying to play this. I know.
Okay. So.
Yeah, you're topped up. It's, maybe we can provide in the little time that we're here a sort of experience for everybody. Yeah. It is a cathartic. These games are, I think, very cathartic. Because they're just so gratuitous.
So is there no sprint?
behold the fruit
Not to my
of
knowledge.
our labor.
Oh, down to the chainsaw. That's probably not good.
That's not usually good. So go find a dude.
Take a moment to look around you.
He didn't need his compact.
Do you have to use the chainsaw to get the ammo? Is that what triggers it?
It's, yeah, I think so. That part I haven't. Yeah, he's rough. Dying. Is that turret? Oh, go get the fuel from this. That's what he's on the
Here.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
I've been misled, betrayed, bamboozled.
Oh, there you go. You
Alright,
got him.
give me your stuff. So is that? So I have two.
So there is a little, I did see a little jump thing.
Give me all your stuff.
Give me all your stuff.
Looks like stuff. Back up here?
Yeah, there was something in the building.
Or there?
No, back into the building from, or, okay, you can go here.
It looks like a junkie thing.
It doesn't jump in.
In here.
Okay, so it's just connected. Okay.
So that looks like more.
That's a
Are
little-
those health? Okay.
Yeah, the blue is the
And
oh,
this
and a
is a
question
mystery.
mark.
What was the map?
Alt?
Alt? Nope.
No,
tabs.
that was your.
Oh, tab.
There you go, tab.
Okay. So. rotate. So there's that upper level I looks like I can get to.
A
I
little
think
bit
that's
of
the
an
guy
upper
that was
level.
out here.
Yeah.
So let me check that out. Out this way.
Hello,
Please
Esmerg?
assemble in
Esmerg?
orderly fashion.
Streamer?
I thought it was backwards, but I don't think that helps either.
Yeah, you have a double jump, but it's pretty light.
Anemic?
It's not. Yeah, it's a pretty anemic double jump. Yeah, you're
Is
right.
it just not gonna let me up
It's
there?
not gonna let you.
That's disappointing. Alright.
I do feel like so far, just based off of this little introductory, well, I mean, I guess we're a little past the introductory area. I feel like in comparison to June 2016, it's a little, I don't say stricter about where you explore, but I feel like
It's
there's a few locations.
a little
in
more on
June-
rails.
Yeah, I feel like in June 2016, we're good. How are you doing? I feel like in Doom 2016, there were some parts where it wasn't always super clear where you absolutely needed to go, which is fine. Where this, like you said, it's a bit more on the rails, at least in this part. It might open up a little bit.
So there's a one up. So I don't know how to get into these yet.
The lock before the key.
Doesn't seem to be shooting them. I mean, shooting demons, of course.
Shooting
but
demons, yeah.
There's some bullets. So shoot through this?
No, press E.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is taking me to a new area.
I
I
don't
don't want to go to yet. Let's see.
No, you can go here. I think
Nope,
it's
that's
fine.
just a little
It's
area.
just a
Cool.
little loop. Good.
So we're doing well,
Welcome.
staying safe and healthy, I hope.
We're here to provide you some self-quarantine, social distancing entertainment. Oh, a new thing.
Attach the pitted walls by pressing E or mouse 4. Climb by using WASD. Look around and jump to another location. Alright.
I like that you just grab it with your bare fingers.
Yeah, you don't need the climbing hooks of Lara Croft or...
Nothing.
So that's a yellow key card. What does yellow
We
key
haven't
card?
gotten a yellow key card. That'd be expensive.
Right.
The chainsaw is a nice touch. It's truly a nice
So,
touch.
I keep wanting to hit M for map. So, is that saying that's the yellow key card, or
I think
is it back to one of these to get in there?
That I'm not too sure about.
I must explore.
We must go. You will need us.
I think this was the way back. Way back. I don't actually see any
There doesn't seem to
key
be
card
anything.
thing. So that's
yeah.
probably a come back later type situation.
Oh, the subway system.
So we need a mod for this stuff.
Yeah, we need. Well, we haven't got the full one. We like did the or for a while.
Yeah.
Grenade. There you go. See, this is why the sticky grenade is my first one.
Okay, so that's a full auto shotgun. The other one's just a regular gun. I
Yeah.
see.
And
The things you discover when you actually play Overwatch.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
you know, based off of my we're in a that's a bad spot. Based off of my experience in the New York City subway, I have to say this is 100% accurate. This is my exact experience that I had the last time I was in New York City.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got 23 health. I have
Maybe turn it. Ooh, get.
very little ammo.
We're gonna be sent back to the checkpoint. These guys are rough,
Oh,
and they're
there we go.
terrifying. They're horrifying. Like, why they need to be that scary? I mean, that's Doom. So.
Alright, one more round, then I can go back to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I know we're just gonna be fighting.
Okay, so we didn't get jumped.
No, the checkpoints aren't bad. I think he's
Is
a.
it F? What's the glory code?
I'm trying to remember now.
There we go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
good.
E is used. One thing I have noticed is E is used for a lot of things.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense. It's
It
like a
does.
get up close and.
Oh, they have it.
Am I locked in with them or are they locked in with me? Fuel.
Yeah. Alright, so you got all those guys.
Still trying to figure out the exact chainsaw ammo mechanic.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
Let's try shot. Okay.
You know what he looks
Fair is
like?
fair.
Fair is fair. What was that? It was a movie? I can't remember. He looks like those aliens with the gigantic. It's an old movie that seeing it when I was like a kid.
Like Mars Attacks?
I think it's Mars Attack that I'm thinking of. It's terrifying to me as a child.
With the really cheesy graphics?
Yeah, but it was so scary to me as a kid. Okay.
Maybe. So I think E is also just like a general melee attack.
Yeah.
Maybe that can help with some.
Oh, that was necessary.
Maybe it can help conserve some ammo.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
I'll give you a little help back. Oh.
Wow, you're good. I'm gonna assume that's sarcastic. Really, really, really not.
It's also tough because we're both so used to playing Destiny 2 now. The controls are
Yeah,
just slightly different.
They're slightly
so
different.
trying to do something and then it's just totally wrong button. Low ammo, low health, no problem.
Yeah, they don't really. I don't think they're killed by the.
So it looks like you've been dropping fewer frames lately.
That's good.
Hopefully that really
Cleansing
comes
of
through
Earth
for the
is a
audience.
necessary step on the path to a brighter
Those
tomorrow.
just joining us. We were having some just overall issues. Alright. I think that was my 3 deaths. I think we're doing a 3 death heavy switch.
Alright.
Which I think is fair. Three chances, 3 strikes shootout, that's fair.
That's only so effective.
DS Merge Streamer is it's full of flattery.
You're too kind, really.
You really are. No, the great thing about this game, if you haven't played past views,
Cleansing of Earth
for the
is a
most part,
necessary step
a lot of
on
the
the
kills
path to
come
a
pretty
brighter
easy,
tomorrow.
and I think that's part of the appeal, is that you can get a lot of those just really cathartic,
Mine were on that.
I know, horribly, violent, and then you get guys like these.
Thanks to the UAC Hell Merger Initiative, humanity can now
That are just these guys. Yeah, no, I think it was Mars Attack. Was that the movie? Which I mean would be fitting considering this is supposed to be on
Mars.
like Mars.
So I think we're on Earth
We're
right
on
now.
Earth right now,
Alright.
but
Load.
no, when I remember seeing, I can't remember when that movie came out, but I remember seeing, I don't know if I saw clips from it or an ad or something, and I thought it was the most terrifying thing. It still freaks me out actually a little bit to this day.
Punch slapper.
Punch.
Slapper's only.
You are burning through
Yeah, my last one.
your deaths right now. At least you're trying. We are trying so hard. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the strategy for that guy. Like what the best way to get these kills, but knock down.
That looks like.
I think we've learned though from just playing together with Destiny that you're the little bit more reckless one.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Health is just a number.
Video games, and I'm the one that's like, what can I do? Oh, that's I haven't done that one yet. I haven't smushed anyone's skull into their neck yet.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
The melee is not very satisfying.
It's not as satisfying. No, it's only satisfying when you get that final level. Yeah, you're right. Oh, there's stuff behind it. Okay. Oh, but we learned. We learned. We had a we had a learning moment.
Oh.
All right. You do.
Very high reserves. Which is probably supposed to take more advantage of the glory.
Okay.
So 24 rounds on this.
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a
Okay.
brighter
There's all this here.
Yeah, I think your jumping right in here might be a little
Alright.
to get that. Oh yeah. You're making progress.
But we're learning.
Yep.
We are learning. All right.
Spacebar.
Spacebar? There we go. I was like, why is this? My brain is totally. I figured, why not?
necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
There we go.
Charge.
Hold on, I want to switch to
How's that?
Was that my second? Third? That was my second.
I don't know. We'll call it your second.
We'll call it my second. I don't actually remember.
You don't charge into death as quickly as I do.
I don't.
So if you haven't seen, Brittany actually just wrote a roundup article about all of the HotHardware editor's favorite games to play over on the site, of course, HotHardware.com. And this one was definitely on the list from both Dave and Marco.
Right.
And a lot of other good, like, we came up with quite a variety
Yeah,
of
so
games.
what we
It's not
did-
just the new stuff.
Yeah, so what we did is we asked, basically, I say most of our writers, what games that they're really into right now, what games they would recommend, and it's a random list.
Is
Yeah.
a
What?
necessary
It is random, and it's because it really is what I would say are...
Well, I mean, all of us have been gamers
for a
decades.
long time.
So, when you're really looking back to what your favorite games are that you've played and you keep coming back to.
I've made some progress. Look at us.
What was the one Paul was playing that was the browser game?
Candy Box 2.
Yeah. Which I think he compared to be the modern day Minesweeper.
Yes. So it's everything from that to Doom Eternal. Christopher, do you want to share your
Yeah.
picks?
So my picks were Kerbal Space Program because who doesn't love building rockets and learning rocket science, explosions and stuff.
Hold on, pause. What do we want?
Oh.
Precision bolt or micro missiles?
I mean, I think we need the missiles. There's not enough
Yeah,
explosions
this is
in
true.
this
We
game
need more.
so far.
We need more explosions. Dinner time. Okay, bye, Dave. We'll just be here.
Also Destiny 2 because that's what
We've been really
we've been
into
playing.
that.
And I've been enjoying it a lot because it's, again, like Doom, very fast and fluid, but you get that multiplayer experience with it.
To launch a grenade which explodes after landing on the ground. Explosion. What is that? That's
So left control
or mouse 3.
So I've never seen a grenade on the control key before. but
Yeah.
I'm going to keep hitting that as I try to crouch.
Yeah, so you did Destiny 2, you did
Yeah.
Kerbal Space Program.
And then possibly my all-time favorite game, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Especially because there's open RCT as a project now that lets you play either the original Roller Coaster Tycoon or Roller Coaster
Yeah.
Tycoon 2, but with much better support for modern systems. And there's also ability to play online multiplayer with it, so you and your friend can work on a park together. And I mean, it's roller coasters. Who doesn't love building roller coasters?
Right.
So is that like a?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
So whenever I see enemies like that, I have to wonder like how they're floating. Is he just like a big sack of helium, or
See,
something I don't want to know?
I look at that and go, is that what someone's sleep paralysis is like? That to me is the real question.
I think our internet's recovering. I'm seeing we haven't dropped the network frame. It's pushing my computer a little bit, dropping frames here and there from encoding, but the network frames are bugged.
The network
Because that shouldn't be happening.
Starters. Okay, that was my third death.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got far this time.
You keep
doing that.
unplugging
I'm
the
sorry.
keyboard.
Oh,
It's the
so
nice,
should
quick
I share
detachable.
which ones I added
Yeah, go for
to
it.
the list? So my 2 games. So I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do something, some modern games that have come out, games that maybe people haven't quite played yet, or if I wanted to really do my true favorites. And after seeing, so sent out the call to everybody else, seeing Genshin is out. Seeing that a lot of people were choosing just their true favorites, or at least the games that were most interesting, and I decided to go for my all-time favorite games. And my all-time favorite, like, casino, the one that I would take on a desert island with me, is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Which is a game that even nearly a decade after
The most
it
perfect
was
flawed game.
released. It's the most perfectly flawed game, yes. I adore, even though it can be so janky. I still love it. So I chose that one, and I'm the type of person that, wow, I do love this. This is super fun. I do love a lot of open world games. And like linear games, of course, you know, there's plenty of great linear games, but I am a sucker for some open world games, and they can just do so much. There's so many storylines, and you could go for some characters that is just, you know, wonderful.
I was out of options.
Right, a character that's an assassin, thief, cannibal, and you know, there's a ton. So that was the game I chose, and then another game
You know,
I
when
chose.
you want a character that's just like you in like the double jump.
I don't know why.
When you want a character
We
that's
won't
just
count
like
that.
you in real life.
Right, when you want a character that's just like you in real life. But so that was my probably my top pick. The other one I put on there, and I did it most. It's definitely one of my favorite games, but I also did it too because it was a game that I thought was not likely to be repeated on our latest release. Is Stardew Valley, which I was never a fan of the Harvest Moon type games, but I find Stardew Valley to be completely charming. An absolutely charming game. It can be very relaxing.
Are you saying this isn't a farming game? That I farm the blood of my enemies?
Farming the blood of your enemies is a little bit different than growing, you know, pumpkins.
Got quite a yield going.
Yeah, there are a lot of different things you can do in the game. It's not just a farming simulation, and there's a lot of little Easter eggs and secrets. It's an indie game. It was obviously a product of the love, and so that's a game that I find if you're stressed out and you just want something very calming, which this is probably the opposite of. It's a good game. So that was another
This is
pick.
calming in its own.
There were quite a few games. I had to kind of stop myself because I originally had like 5 or 6 games, but I did 2 because everyone else, you know, obviously there's quite a few of us trying to get to the capital, and everyone did about 2 or 3, so I didn't want to go crazy. It is, I will warn, a very long article, but the reason it's long is because we include a description of each game. It's a very brief description, as well as a quote from everyone or the person who selected that game about, you know, why they love it or why they're into it right now. An example of that is Brandon.
I'm in trouble.
You are in trouble. Brandon
Let's go back down.
shows us a game that he's really into right now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and one of the reasons he's been really enjoying it is he's been playing it with his sons, and so, you know, everyone has like a little bit of a reason.
And when you're all stuck in the same house together, you need a game you can all enjoy.
You need a game you can all enjoy. So it's everything from Doom Eternal, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Stardew Valley, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, KSP, like it's
So
a wide
if you
variety.
can't find a new game in there, you're like,
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
know what
can't
to
find a
tell you.
good game, I don't know what you just did.
I did the glory kill on.
You're doing well this round.
Cool. I think I finally got a little bit of the foil encasing.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I just killed one of you.
He's for you.
You don't have to come in.
You get that
It's
guy.
not essential.
You get to have him.
I hear him. Is he under here? Yep, he's under there.
For the turret. Oh! Nice. Almost used stream inappropriate language. Yeah,
He dead?
he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay.
He is dead.
Thank goodness.
They're so
Oh.
scary.
Give me
Give
your
your,
loot.
yeah, give us your life.
Alright.
Oh, we have an achievement. We chainsawed 75 demons.
That's good.
Yeah,
We gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
those are rookie numbers. So yeah, if you can't, I prefer my farming my enemies. Christopher agrees. Yeah, no, Stardew Valley is just it's a very calm game. Like I said, it's a product of love. It's only one guy working on it, Concerned Ape, and so a lot of the updates can be really slow. Though it is speaking of multiplayer, There are a couple of games on our list that are multiplayer in case you do have good internet. You're able to
The
play with friends.
UIC would like to
Stardew Valley is
thank
one
you
of them.
for your
Destiny 2.
support during this transition. Your suffering
Games on there.
Just die. Alright. As you were saying, multiplayer games.
Multiplayer games. There is sort of a battle mode in this, but we're not going to do the battle mode.
Yeah, it's like
Today.
a 2v1 where 2 players are monsters and one is...
Yeah. I'm imagining there. I think. I'm
there's
sure
probably
there's
a way to it
something.
later.
There's probably.
Alright, this looks like one of those jumpy things.
Yep. With our.
And we go down.
I think down.
Huh? Oh, I think that's jump over there.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know how that
Ew.
works. That should not have
That
worked.
should not have worked. That was dumb.
I was just looking to see if there's anything else here.
Yeah, you're doing well this round. Yeah, Madison says that Stardew Valley reminded her of Harvest Moon. Yeah, definitely, it takes inspiration. One thing that is different about the game. Ooh, that is disgusting.
Nobody likes surprise tentacles.
Anyway, one thing is that the creator, a lot of the things that people have complained about previously with games like Harvest Moon, fixed or made adjustments or changed a lot of things. One thing I didn't like with the Harvest Moon game relationship stuff, I thought it was weird. Which, like, in all those games, it's kind of weird, but
Oh, the relationship.
yeah.
Haha.
Oh, we found the question mark.
That's one secret. So is
Infinite
guess-
lives. Cheat codes allow you to replay missions through mission select with special modifiers. Playing with cheat codes does not disable progression. Replay missions to find missing items, win additional combat encounters, and experiment with locked weapons or upgrades.
I mean, infinite ammo would be nice, but I
Infinite
don't think
ammo
I'm
would
going
be
to worry
nice.
about that right now. I like games that have constraints, and I feel too often
Yeah.
cheats just kind of like ruin the game
I like having constraints.
more than they make it enjoyable. Except for like some of the cheats in Tony Hawk Pro Skater. 'Cause they were more on the like the ridiculous side. I mean, yeah, you had like the moon gravity cheats and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I love
like-
Tony Hawk.
some of the ones that are silly, like Big Head mode and stuff like that, is just entertainment value. So I just want to make sure I haven't missed any gas cans. This looks like a place that would have
That
gas
does look like
cans.
that does look like a sneaky little place, but it's not.
Some shotgun shells, I guess we're full. Down into the abyss.
I guess so.
Hear
That might actually
explosions.
be the scariest part of the game so far.
Or I guess we probably
flying.
jump up here.
Okay.
I'm glad I spotted that before I got too far.
Agreed. I just want to take care of my plants, not my multiple wives. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like, I don't date every single person. I just want to take care of my plants. I want to do some mining. It's a combo. This is a therapeutic. We are having.
Except right now, I think I'm going down.
You know, you've had a good run. Is this 2 or 3 for you?
We can call my turn after
Are you
this.
sure?
Yeah.
I know you had like the death where you just like fell. But I wasn't getting that.
Why won't you die? There you go.
Oh, load checkpoint. I keep expecting it to automatically load, and then
You need to hit space.
I need to hit. Oh, you gotta keep. saw the health like
In the distance, just a tease.
just a little tease. All right.
So yeah, there's definitely an arcade feel to this. So if you like arcade shooters,
Yeah.
this will be right up your alley. I almost feel like it needs to award you points for different kills,
That would be
and so that you could get in a high score system. I don't know if that would be more detracting from the gameplay or not. But.
Open your mouth. Here, things are saying video games. Oh,
I think you got to zigzag a little bit.
I got a zigzag. I need a zigzag. Are you telling me shouting "open your mouth" at the enemy is not effective?
And depends on the enemy, I guess. Third. They are aggressive.
Yeah.
Control. And you really don't need. Nicely done. Still low on health.
Oh shoot! No, there's not.
Oh, I didn't run past him.
I was about to double jump. Okay, that's 3 for me. It's a tricky section. It's small. It's very condensed in this section.
I'm appreciating the difficulty level. It's not like overly brutal, but it's still challenging.
Yeah,
You have to think about what you do to some extent.
Yeah, I feel like every single time as I was coming in here, I was thinking about strategically about the health and so it's a little trial by trial. Do you need to fix something?
No, it was a phone call.
Oh. I think you sacrificed your other two. No, it's okay. Do you want to play?
Yeah, I'll start. Nope.
Oh, that. You can try again.
Gotta turn first.
You got it.
I thought maybe it would just bounce me across, but
No.
that was optimistic.
There's not a lot of,
Forgiveness?
I was going to say motion.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a game where you're going to be really goading up that map.
All right, back to you.
Was eyeball glory kill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Oh no.
You got lucky.
I got lucky.
I guess it's forgiving in odd ways.
It's, yeah. Okay. I gotta think about that more. I think
Well, we've got our own shares.
No. Oh. Okay, I can smash his head. That's fine. Oh. You get stuck. That's what it is. They
Yeah,
corner
you got
you.
boxed in.
I got boxed in. Alright.
I never get sold. Can do it.
Getting boxed in. Ah, okay. I'm having a hard time with this section. This is cool. I've been playing through Unstuck on a card, not sure where to go. Well, we're not too far into the game, so we're probably not gonna provide a ton of information. But maybe if you stick around, we'll get to that part to see. This is the part we're stuck on for some reason. I think it's because you can get easily cornered. I think
Yeah,
that's
getting
the,
cornered and-
I think that's the issue.
And my reflexes are a little slow.
We're tired. It's been I wouldn't go near the home.
I was trying to do it.
I would save it.
That wasn't
I did that enough. I did it in the last round.
I don't fully
terrifying.
understand what just happened.
No, I don't either. I think he ate you and exploded.
Never mind. Didn't think that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Oh, there we go. I think he is the head.
Yeah, I think it was your 30 life. I don't like the grenade mechanic.
No, I don't either.
I think I lost.
Alright, fine. You can do that. Kind of
Goes here.
Alright,
No, we're just playing on Hurt Me Plenty.
we're just not good.
Alright. We got some progress.
We're just not good, Padme.
Yeah. This is not hell on earth.
No. See, this is not a stream
Ooh, armor.
by pro streamers.
Ooh, bad guys. Oh, calm down. That was my best run yet.
You were doing good. You were doing well. Alright. Let's see.
Oh, I guess we are hell on earth. It says in the top left.
Oh, are we?
So be it.
Okay, well.
Or is that just a campaign?
I think it might be.
Oh.
I don't know. We're on the not horribly difficult setting. We're not like on the easy.
We'll figure it out eventually, Padme. I
Don't
was
worry.
too distracted getting the stream running halfway smoothly to
Yeah.
really iron out the details in the game. And by the way, as fantastic as this looks, it's actually running at medium settings right now.
Yeah.
There's like another 5 graphical settings above this that we're working on getting an upgrade to my GTX 970 so that we can actually explore those. Because this is about the worst stick in the world.
Ow.
That's just incredible.
Yeah. Is your like heart pumping right now?
Probably would if alcohol wasn't slowing everything. One of our editors, Ben Funk, wrote a guide on optimizing your graphics in Doom Eternal for different systems. So make sure to check that out too. But yeah, 3440 by 1440 ultra wide. You've probably got a pretty nice system to be running it out on Mac. So, I mean, what's your CPU, GPU setup? I feel like at least on the little enemies, the melee should be more effective. But
Yeah, like. Okay, that was my 3.
alright.
Yeah, we're having a rough time. With this, he says 1080 Ti and.
Yep, 1080 Ti
3900X.
and a Ryzen 3900X. That's a pretty nice setup.
Yep.
You may not have ray tracing, but that doesn't mean 1080 Ti is any kind of a slouch, and I just almost did it again.
That for some reason. I think it actually kind of stops right there a little bit as you're climbing. And so then I'm convinced that.
Oh, I just need to press the space bar. Contribution. And up we
Can't wait
go.
for the new big knobby to come out.
Oh yeah.
And we just talked about not the last like 2.5 weeks ago, but 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Marco talked quite a bit about
What he could talk about.
what he could. Same crystal going into.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild stuff. I mean, I feel like already the current generation of GPUs are pretty amazing, and then they're just ramping up to 11. But I guess that's how technology works. We always think what we have is good until the new stuff comes out, and then our current gear feels like, ooh, no. I need to find some health or something. I don't know if that's a safe space to run into.
Was it? Did he come in your way? He was coming your way.
That's what I need. Give me ammo.
We use your resources.
See what? I don't know.
Doing so well.
But I gotta figure out how to get back up. I know we dropped out, but I can't really get to it safely right now. What do you got? Hit water in the rig.
Forget about the future.
You focus on this. He wrote, I kind of hit the lottery on my rig. I run my Infinity Fabric at 1900. My RAM is 4 rank mode at 3800, 1636. So it runs pretty much the
Got
same
it.
as it. There
Got
you
it.
go.
Finally, we were stuck on that
We
way
were
too
stuck
long.
on that. Would you like to read?
Alright, so running your Infinity Fabric
I
clock
just
at
got it.
1900 and RAM's at 4 DIMMs and dual rank mode running at 3800. That's a pretty nice
Did that
speed.
reset us? Please don't reset us to where we
With
were.
very nice latency, 16,
Oh, thank
36. Yeah, so, I mean, with the way it is, like, yeah, obviously the 9900K is probably the best gaming chip on the market right now, but that doesn't mean that, you know, the third gen Ryzen is really that far behind, and you get a lot of threads for your money. So, you know, it's really hard to justify a pure, you know, an Intel pure gaming rig at this point, because if you're doing anything on top of your gaming, AMD just makes more sense, even if you're taking, you know, a 1 or 2% loss, which when you're pushing higher resolutions, you're not really going to be losing frame rates because you're going to be GPU bottlenecking. Ooh, so that's a lot. Well,
No.
there was health back there too, but I don't think that's worth hitting yet. I wonder if it was meant to be jump to a different way.
Like this?
No, see, it's those invisible walls.
It's an invisible wall.
I shouldn't have been. No, I'm just going to go this way.
I see that. I got lucky on.
Yeah, as you push higher resolutions and you get GPU bottleneck instead of CPU bottleneck, Intel kind of loses its edge. Yeah, if you're trying to push a 240 hertz panel at 1080p, Intel's going to help you out because you're going to be more CPU bottleneck in that case. But yeah, you're also getting the PCI Express 4, as you point out, which is not on the Intel side yet, but does your motherboard have Thunderbolt now that there's AMD boards with Thunderbolt available? Because that is another consideration to have that has historically been in Intel's corner, especially if you're running external drives off Thunderbolt or Thunderbolt displays or anything else. So, yeah, then. You know, like most people, I was pushing Intel systems for a long time, but with starting with second gen Ryzen, really, and especially the third gen Ryzen, it's really tough to steer anyone anywhere but AMD. It remains to be seen how AMD is going to answer to NVIDIA on the GPU side, because I do think NVIDIA still has the edge there for smoothness. the driver support just seems to be more reliable, and obviously the highest end performance is only on NVIDIA's side. But as you said, with Big Navi, that could change. So we just went offline on Steam. But have we lost the stream? Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Let's try resuming. We won't count that as a death.
Oh, thanks.
That's not fair.
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
it brought me
let's
back.
right back in. But of course, that's taking any perceptions of the ethicalness or anything else of the company by the wayside, because I do think AMD is generally the most consumer friendly of the big tiers. But some of that, of course, may be a consequence of their position playing second fiddle to the other two in both markets for
a
so
while.
many years
Maker
now.
is nearby.
Yeah, we're in a moment.
She is inside.
Okay,
the
bye,
demonic
Petman.
citadel.
Yep, see you,
I
Petman.
will mark her
Thanks for
location
stopping by.
on the HUD.
So, portal. Is this taking us to
The gathering
Mars?
of hell priests is located just above your location. My scans indicate there is a lift at the center of this facility.
So does the disembodied voice have a name?
I don't remember. I'm not sure it does. This is nice and creepy.
Yeah. A little Gregorian chant going on.
Sorry, every nook, every cranny. Gotta find them all.
Check the map lately. Not that there's much here. Right click to rotate, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is this a boss fight?
Fast travel. Huh. So
Okay.
so it looks like it's been on rails, but definitely is opening up.
It's opening up a little bit. Okay.
What is it? Codex? Oh, so a little lore entry.
This dude.
Does
One
that-
of the three hell priests, Daog Nilok, is charged with ensuring that Hell's invasion of Earth succeeds. He prefers to operate on the planet's surface, working in his unholy barge, carried on the back of a demonic titan. Of course, I mean, how else are you supposed to travel? This provides him an elevated mobile position in which to oversee the campaign against humanity. Spiteful and cruel, Nilux frequently captures civilians alive so that their still living blood can be harvested for his occult rituals.
That's one way to activate it.
Yeah.
The Khan Maker is present at this gathering, but when outside of her domain, she is by all accounts indestructible.
Great. Hi, everybody.
How can this be? No man can pass through the
Yeah,
gate.
that's right.
There's
Oh,
your friend.
we've been holding that the entire time?
Apparently.
This stops
Where did we
nothing.
put it?
The sacrament of this world to the great
I-
Khan Maker will be made, and the energy
That's
will
a
be
tight
restored
uniform. Like,
once
where was that
Very
head?
tight on.
is written from the souls of the non-believers. You will not save them from their judgment.
It's about the best response.
Yeah.
You go too far this time. You cannot interfere. This is humanity's chance to repent, to give service to us.
Why would we repent to demons?
You cannot resist the will of the Khan Maker.
Activating the portal now.
For it was you who was meant to enforce it.
Okay. Exploration.
So we missed a lot is what I'm seeing from that.
Yeah.
I know there were 2 gates we couldn't open.
I wonder if we can open them now or if we still can't. Okay.
So So from what I'm gathering on that is that cheat codes are actually required for some of the games.
I do not have the means to locate the second Hell Priest. Your celestial
Which is an
locator
interesting
is missing a component.
Yeah.
take on it.
These are the cheat codes.
We will need a replacement.
Oh, okay.
I've completed the redesign of your equipment launcher. The flame belch is now ready for your approval.
Flame belch.
Okay.
Press R. Oh, to set enemies on fire and they will drop armor shards. Kill them and they'll drop the most armor.
So
Okay. Okay, to permanently upgrade.
okay, so
Demons drop armor at a faster rate.
depends how much we end up using the flame belch, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe the less. Let's have them stay on fire longer.
Which one?
The second one on the left. I don't know what the left and right mean. Oh, that increases your ammo. Okay, I'd go with ammo.
I was gonna go with health, but
Okay.
okay.
Either one. We'll probably get them both before long.
Yeah. Are immediately applied along with any bonus upgrades. Search the environment. Okay.
The portal is activated and ready when you are.
Alright.
What else is in here though? Wall. Wall. Okay, I get the picture.
Just want to explore.
Okay. It's like, this is, a game about hell and demons, and it's just like, please wait. So polite. Please wait to kill all of your demons. We would appreciate it. Oh.
You were a little too quick on the double
That
jump.
was not what you were supposed to do.
You gotta
No.
not spam
I
double
gotta
jump.
not spam it.
Jump.
Nope.
And I get the first jump in. Or do we have... Oh, there's a climbing wall down on the right.
Nope. There we go. Hi, puppy. Ashton1 says this game is amazing. Cool.
And I think we're inclined to agree.
It's pretty fun. you can't hide from us. Little mappy thing.
Kodak.
Codex. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that's new.
After tech, hope things are going well for you down in Australia.
Yeah, you all have had a year.
Yeah. I think we're just playing on Hurt Me Playing.
We are not pro streamers.
It's you know, beer.
Pro video gamers. We do end things imperfectly.
We've been fighting some stream quality issues, so we didn't want to push it too far. Yeah, so are the schools there going to remote learning or case-by-case basis, or how are they handling it? Three unique glory kills in a single save slot. So can you punch through that wall?
No, I tried.
Disappointment.
Oh, our little doggy friend.
Yeah, I figure we'll enjoy the game playthrough, and then as we revisit, we can ramp up the difficulty.
This isn't playing on the same difficulty. Yeah. I mean, this was just supposed to, and then Fear Tech says they're going to remote learning. Yeah, here too. Blood Punch is a attack that deals extra damage. Glory killings fill the Blood Punch meter. Well, okay then.
Yeah, that's a game that I'm surprised didn't make your list is Dark Souls.
I know. Well, not me personally. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that too, just because of how
just like
it's sort
monumental
of a
in the gaming
cultural
landscape
phenomenon.
it is.
Yeah.
Fear Tech says he might teach his kids programming, and I would
go.
definitely recommend that. I think it's a
Yeah,
great opportunity
absolutely.
to learn some programming. You know, depending on their age, maybe start with the code blocks, but if they're, you know, getting up in their teenage years, there's no reason not to jump into something like Python or even Visual Basic for a bit of a throwback, or
Right.
something like that.
Perform glory kills faster.
Got the time to do it. And programming is a field that is pretty tough to interrupt with global crises like this when it can be done remotely.
Yes, I want help.
Plus, it teaches you how to think and logic and reason.
And just remember, if at the end of all of this, they still don't know how to program, that's okay. We're just all doing the best we can. Yes. Okay. From us.
You say with all the items that we've missed.
I know. Alright. What do we need to?
So, like, do there need to be bolts of lightning? Is that really necessary?
Yes, 100%.
we need to go up and drop down at a different spot?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find that out. Okay. Where are you going up here? Throat. Yeah, I saved my energy. Oh. Save energy. Yeah. Can you jump on barrels? There are barrels. Why are there barrels
Have
if
you
I
checked
cannot
the
jump
map?
on them?
Oh, we need to go down. Is there a way down?
I don't know. I can jump on these barrels.
Oh,
You just gotta go down. No, not want to do that.
have we answered D9's favorite question?
What's that?
Is there fall damage?
I don't think there
Hmm.
is. Ew, that's disgusting. Why do I need that? Where would I find that? Oh, it's right here, I think. Okay.
I don't know what good it's for, but
Yeah. I don't think for the most part there is fall damage. Or I should say more specifically, I think it depends. In this case, it doesn't seem like it, but then, when it doesn't want you to. One way to do it.
I feel like we've been on a good run here.
We have.
I'm wondering where we're gonna get stuck again.
That is my question as well. So we're gonna get stuck somewhere.
You're on that double jump game a little too quick. Too used to your warlock.
Say this is where we get stuck. Where'd it go? There's another one. Yeah. I was trying to take him out with me. Alright. Yeah, I've been at this for a while. I
Yeah.
had a long run.
I mean, aside from your following the path, but it's great.
This will probably be here about 20 more minutes or so. And then call it a night, but we may return because the game is a lot of fun. You can blood punch those dudes.
blood punch control?
Everything.
Q?
E. It has to be a bullet. Oh, I just realized that little guy has feet.
Health. A little bit.
Also, another thing I noticed that I do in video games that you don't is I like to use the explosive tools available, and you rarely do.
Like explosive barrels and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just go direct with my shots. Let's try this guy.
What about that one? The glory kills are quite fun. There you go.
I actually don't have to press it.
You don't?
It's automatic.
Is it? Okay, I was pressing it. I guess that's one less function we had. Weapon points.
So, complete all the encounters in the mission to earn weapon points. Demonic corruption meter tracks the points you've earned. Each mission has 10 weapon points total. Spend them in the arsenal tab to upgrade your armor mods.
Okay.
Okay. So, space. Okay, so now we get to improve.
We get to improve them. Okay, good.
You want your sticky balls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bigger boom, I think, is what we want.
Yes. Yeah, the reload, because that's improving it by improving the reload speed. The reload speed really isn't bad on that, I don't feel like.
Right. Okay, so we need all upgrades for that. And then can I do this one too? Nope.
No. Okay.
All right, so that's this point up here.
Cool. So do the glowy boxes do anything? No. Okay.
Looks like it should.
It looks like it should. Well, because this game, I feel, in particular, uses light to indicate, like, you know, every... I think, or what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the games in this, or the colors in this game, for the most part, are pretty muted. And so it uses those fluorescent neon colors to indicate something, right? Like the very bright blue is your health. When they get close to death, you know, they start to get a little bit fluorescent. So it's interesting that they have those little boxes there, and at least at this point, maybe they do something and we just don't know.
Nope. I had to try it.
You had to try. But it's interesting that, for whatever reason, those fluorescent lighted boxes do not look like they are doing anything right now.
Let's see what's over here. Because it feels like it's not the way I'm supposed to.
No, there's a looky there. Every little friend.
Check the armor.
See, like that's, you know, neon green.
Giving me Forest Temple vibes there from Ocarina of Time. It's one smashing thing. I'm gonna guess I have to take a ride on top of this.
See, that's bright green. Oh, there's a secret. There's a secret there. There's a secret behind you.
Middle or down below? There.
Oh, there. Maybe it wasn't a secret. Never mind. That's what you were supposed to do. Just kidding.
Dash. Left shift to move. Dash twice. Okay. That's handy.
Yeah. No, I go back up. I thought there was something
Up top? Because that dropped down.
Yeah, no, there was something on top. When you went to the last smashy bit, I thought there was something behind. I could be wrong. Oh, there's a codex.
Yeah, I don't know how to get there now, though.
That is an excellent question.
I don't know. I won't waste time on that right
Okay.
now for a codex. If I can get to that, jump up there.
Yep. That's where our dog friend wants you to go. That's right.
For the Lord.
It's an excellent question that we don't really have the answer to. That was an odd moment.
Yours to take.
The Dragon Ball.
Or a golden snitch.
You cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can
Go
imagine.
back to Skyrim.
It is written.
It's kind of a Skyrim moment.
It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
My potions are too strong for you, traveler. Yeah, I know you're trying to kick me out of the room, but I'm looking for secrets. And
You can't stop us, even though we've missed half of them in this game.
I just want to punch all the walls now.
Look at the wall. That looks like some sort of Tolkien language.
A little elvish.
A little elvish. Which I'm gonna guess is where they took the inspiration from. Okay.
This looks electrified. No.
Okay.
No, this is my rock. Stay down.
Oh, there's another little shooty dude over there.
Oop, what just happened? Oh.
You're actually.
Didn't know.
Alright. Was that your. I don't know what you're on.
I think that's my first real
Was that
death,
your first real
aside
death?
from falling off of this.
There's an important message about the wall that's the ground that's electrified.
Well, I knew it was electrified, I just didn't want to reveal
I can't help you when you make bad life choices.
switch kick.
Right? Why not? Dave says we've gotten way further than he expected. Thanks, Dave.
Glad he has so much faith in us. Hi.
That was
What is going on
kind
here?
of cool.
Alright.
Alright, where are we? We'll put,
We'll run. Yeah, we got about another 10 minutes.
And then we'll call it good. So we'll see how far we get here. So what's the dash that you just learned?
Shift.
Shift.
So you can do it twice, and then it has to recharge.
Okay.
But it just takes like a second to recharge. Floating home.
Yeah.
Probably should learn all the enemy names, but
Where's the fun in that?
too busy killing them.
I like those.
Try dropping down into that hole. I didn't expect you to go back up.
That frightened me a little bit, actually. That's a caco? Cac? Is it just cac? Caco?
Cacodemons?
Cacao?
Cacodemons.
Cacodemon.
It's not very threatening sounding. I do feel like this gun shoots slightly right of the crosshairs, but maybe that's just my...
No, it does. I feel like that
we are playing on Hurt and Plenty for the difficulty level. I think that's what most games will probably do.
Yeah.
Which is about right. It's enjoyable,
Yeah,
not too punishing.
you are purposely making this one. Alright, one more. I found the place we're gonna get stuck on.
It was inevitable. The thing is, I keep forgetting to use the mod modes of the guns. That's probably the most comical of the glory inclusive so far. It's a giant floating cyclops. Of course we're gonna rip his eye out.
Yeah, the glory kills are quite fun. I think that was the only swears you had in the whole. Yeah, I feel like the shotgun's a better weapon against those guys,
Especially at the close range.
especially at the close range. Where's Eyeball? There he is. Glory kill! Dave says extorting the eyeball is so rad. It's pretty rad. The chainsaw may be the coup de grace. I just like how he's literally losing pieces of his flesh. But he's still gonna come out. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot.
Back up a little bit. So another weapon point. I forgot about this room.
Well, it's saved. Shut it off
Oh.
to you, dear. I know I tried. I was like, I know there's both in there. And it wouldn't let us.
Alright. Anywhere to jump off to the side? No.
It's a pretty linear game.
They're automatic. Oh. R is the flamethrower. I forgot about that.
There you go.
I don't know what the secret is, but I found it.
You found it. Yeah, I
Oh,
will say
I turned that off.
one. I'm not sure if complaint is the right word. I do feel like there are almost too many options at this point in the game. Like I keep like you said, oh, I forgot that R is the flamethrower, right? Like there's just quite a few options.
Too many ways to kill demons.
There's just too many ways to kill demons. But it does kind of beg the question of, are they all necessary at this point, at the 2-hour mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would some of them be better
I need to
saved
go
for a later part in the game?
Up. Activate the portal. Okay. Follow it off.
I don't know. I may be in the minority. I just like having fewer options in a game. But I mean, it's still
Well,
fun.
when the
I
options-
just find myself forgetting that we have all these
Battery
different
can be
tools.
used to provide additional power to your ship. Several
I guess
modules
it
remain
also lets you
unused.
play to your
Finding
Play
more
to your
batteries
playstyle,
will
yeah.
enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
power.
I don't know.
So, mid-range attacks.
Oh, he makes a horrible sound.
Okay. Sure.
A revenant.
Just the...
There's some ammo. Is there anything in the, yes.
Well, it's a secret,
It's a
but we
secret.
gotta figure out how to get there. Which looks like it's just on the backside. Chainsaw. Chainsaw fuel. I wouldn't say you could. and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, I was just forgetting.
There's 666 demons, excluding plague.
Alright, let's see if we can get in that secret there. Still not there.
I think there's a little. There's something. I think there's a little bottom of it. That's what it looks like, at least.
On the right or left?
Right there.
Oh, way down there.
Yeah.
Keep our eyes open.
For maybe 2 minutes right here.
And I think we might go through this door here in a second and call it. That's not hurting me, is it?
I don't think so. That is, though. These things are awful. How about we do this where we are?
Maybe.
Or maybe not. Never mind. I take that back. I like it.
They pop up so close, they're like guaranteed to hit you.
There's half the one right there. It's like, oh, you want health?
I do want help.
But it's gonna make you work for it.
Alright, so let's call it here. And thank you for joining us on this stream today. Hope it got your mind off of
Yeah.
the world's goings-ons. And if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel here.
Let us know in the comments below if you want to see more gameplay of Doom Eternal or other games that.
Yep. Any game you're interested in, we'll
Yeah.
consider and check out. I do see a one up ahead, but we'll worry about that later. Stop by the site hothardware.com for coverage of the latest tech news, reviews, and more.
You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the usual social media platforms.
Yep. And thanks for stopping by.
All right, thanks.